My next honor is to introduce the two valedictorians for the class of 2016. These two students have taken very challenging coursework and yet have been able to maintain a perfect 4.0 grade point average. While their academic achievements speak for themselves, it is their ultra-competitive personalities, yet their down-to-earth approach that makes them an ideal pair to represent the class of 2016. Congratulations to both. Last but certainly not least is our second valedictorian for the class of 2016, and he is Andrew Storm. A quick review of many of his accomplishments while at Marlette High School. Andrew is graduating with high honors and a perfect 4.0 grade point average. He is a member of National Honor Society and was a member and captain his senior year of the Science Academic Games team. Andrew served on student council for 4 years, including treasurer his senior year. He was the first team academic all-league selection. Andrew was a member of the varsity soccer, basketball, and track and field teams. He received academic all-state 1 time in soccer, 3 times in basketball, and 2 times in track and field. Andrew was the winner of the St. Lake County News Robert J. Patton Memorial Scholarship. He has volunteered at Red Cross blood drives, Marlette class reunions, the outdoors banquet for Get on Track, and various others. Andrew will run track and field and pursue a degree in biochemistry at Oakland University with hopes of earning a doctorate in pharmacology. He has been awarded the Presidential Scholarship and academic grant to attend Oakland University. Andrew is the son of Chris and Kathy Storm. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Andrew Storm.
I would first like to say good morning to everyone here supporting the graduating class of 2016. We thank you for helping us grow to become the best people we could possibly be. Without a doubt, every person in this gymnasium has had a major impact on at least one of these fine ladies and gentlemen seated in front of me. Many of us wouldn't be here without the help and guidance of our teachers, friends, and family. All that you do deserves a thank you 1,000 times over. Class of 2016, here we are. We will never walk the halls in Marlette again with any other title but alumni. When we were young and watched seniors leave and say things like, "It goes by fast, enjoy it," we listened, but we really didn't know what it meant. Looking back at high school, it does not feel like 4 years, it feels like 4 weeks. Walking into the school as a 7th grader, I remember looking down the senior hallway and thinking, wow, they are so much bigger and older and for the most part weirder than me. I think I surpassed them though when I got to be a senior. I couldn't fathom ever being in their shoes. Getting ready to go off into the real world was a scary thing. Nevertheless, here I am. Here we are. The so-called impossible of graduating high school turns out to be very possible. This last Thursday, we had project graduation. As I'm sure many of you can attest to, it was a blast. But being there in the elementary school so many years later brought back a lot of emotions. In the words of Nelson Mandela, there is nothing quite like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which yourself has changed. Middle school was the first time in our lives we started finding things that interested us. Whether it was quiz bowl, battle of the books, sports, or band, it was the beginning of becoming who we were going to be. Fast forward to these last 4 years, everything seemed to fly by. We had jobs, sports, clubs, families, and friends. And some people had the not so viewed highly in my eyes boyfriend or girlfriend. Yet, every Monday through Friday, we would walk into the school, or run into the school if you were chronically late like me, and grind out the 7-hour school day. As we moved from underclassmen to upperclassmen, that 7-hour school day started looking different. Many of us took programs at the Career Center, online classes, fine arts, and AP classes. We started preparing ourselves for our futures. The Career Center was a lifeline for a lot of us, the only reason that school was bearable. Classes like band and art allowed us to decompress from all the stress in our normal days. And thank goodness we had our AP classes. I wouldn't have felt prepared for college and my future without them. They were my favorite classes in my high school career. It won't be the academics we will remember though. It'll be the PE volleyball sessions, lunch table conversations, Career Center bus rides, and AP calculus talks. It won't be the academics we will remember. It'll be all of the spirit weeks, field trips, sporting events, band concerts, homecoming dances, and proms. It won't be the academics we will remember. It'll be senior tea, baccalaureate, project grad, and today, our graduation. To close, I want to recite another quote of Nelson Mandela. It reads, "After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills." Although high school has seemed to be the longest part of our short lives, it is such a small part in the big picture. Today is probably the last time all of us are together in the same building. There are people here seated around you that you will never see again. But that isn't something we should dread. Together, we have climbed a great hill. We have leaned on each other for support and friendship on this journey. But today, we have reached the top, and we can see a new horizon. A horizon full of many different hills and many different paths. As we look around, each of us sees the path we want to take and the next hill we want to climb. We are much stronger and more experienced than when we started, and now we don't necessarily need each other to move forward. However, when we find ourselves struggling with a particular hill, whether it is the one we face right after high school or one 20 years down the road, we can all look back and remember what it took to overcome the first hill, high school. It took guidance from some of the smartest and most caring people you have met to date, whether it was a teacher like Mrs. Hirsch or Mrs. Opperman. There was always someone there you could come to for advice. It took working hard in a timely manner, no matter how tired we were or how much the senioritis had kicked in. We would never do something like write half of a valedictorian speech the morning of graduation. And lastly, it took the support and comfort of our fellow classmates. I never would have made it as far as I have today without being alongside our co-valedictorian and my academic girlfriend, Morgan Klein. I can't thank you enough for all you have done for me. Overall, as a class, we really have stood together through it all. So when you find yourself really struggling to make it to the top of that hill, remember what it took to get to the first one, and remember who helped you get there. Congratulations, class of 2016, and I wish you the best of luck climbing your hills.